He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to Salem, New York, where a Vermont trio has been charged in connection with an attempted deer poaching incident, which left one of them shot in the hand.
Nice.
Yeah. Environmental conservation officers said the incident, which that's a really funny name for fucking game warden. They said the incident occurred November 30th in Washington County when the trio drove from Vermont to New York. Once they spotted a buck, the driver attempted to shoot the animal from the vehicle, but pulled the firearm back inside when a truck pulled up behind the car. The rifle discharged inside the vehicle, and a bullet went through the driver's hand and out the door of the vehicle. Owie! I wish it said what caliber it was.
Something deer hunting size.
Yeah, well, it could be it could be as small as like a 223. It could be, 300 Win Mag.
Right, but still fucked up hand, probably.
Oh, yeah, big time. The group drove back to Vermont and reported the incident, claiming it occurred in that state, but it didn't. After an investigation by New York and Vermont officers, the shooter admitted the incident happened in New York. They got charged with a whole bunch of stuff. Whoopsies.
Road hunting for the win.
Hey, road hunting is specifically legal in South Dakota.
I know. I find that so strange.
Or just pheasant hunting, though. Only pheasant hunting is it legal. Like you can't shoot from the vehicle. That's not allowed. But you can get out and shoot.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, there's strict rules around it. You can shoot in the right of way, like from fence line to fence line. You can't shoot over the fence line at a pheasant, which you better have your shit together. But at the same time, like lots of times, I'm sure it's happened. If you shoot it and then it lands, you shoot it, kill it, lands in private land, then you can retrieve it unarmed. If you leave your shotgun on this side of the fence, you're allowed to go get it without permission by state law. It's the only thing you can do that with. It's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. Pretty much everything else, though, you're going to have to get landowner permission. Like if I shoot a deer and it runs into private land, got to go find the landowner. Pain in the balls.
Ew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that really big buck I shot in 2020.
Yep.
That thing dropped dead literally 10 feet from the property line with private property. Now, if it dropped dead 10 feet on the other side, I'm a law-abiding hunter, but I'd have drugged that fucker back because there was no fence. Just saying. Also, in Montgomery County, Indiana, a male hunter was accidentally shot while on a hunting trip. According to Indiana Department of Natural Resources, the incident happened about 9:30 a.m. near the 10,000 block of South County Road. This is the county roads with like the 5-digit addresses. That's funny. Those are details we don't care about. Gregory Click, who's 51 of Franklin, was shot in the ankle by a hunter who tried to shoot at a deer that crossed between them on the same property.
Ow.
Yeah, was not paying attention to where Buddy was while shooting. He was taken to the hospital to be treated for the injury. No other information was available. State officials did not say if charges were expected, but I'm sure they will be. Quite positive. That story was a little older. That was from December 8th. So, we're well out of deer hunting time, but that was one I just found. Anyway, so there we go. We have a guest on again this week. I got a lot of feedback from people, and even on our Reddit, that the episode with Ken was good. People like the one with Andrew Keith. That was good. I'm going to do a gun Bible verse of Andrew Keith's with sort of, the production value we hinted at. Going to do that today. We have another guest on the show, though. It's this piece of shit named Stephen Tomilson. Welcome back, Stephen.
Yeah, I like how you bring me back on and say, oh, everybody loved when Ken was on, so we got Stephen Tomilson.
That motherfucker.
Got you guys good.
No, I got a lot of feedback. They're like, you guys should have more guests on because they're more fun when you have guests. Like, so you don't like us? Well, yeah, but we've heard you and Jeff talk a lot.
Almost like 100 hours.
Yeah. By the way, this is episode 100. We should have said that from the top. Episode 100. Huzzah.
Congrats, boys. Congrats.
Yeah. Doing 2 a week. Let's see. The Paracast boys just dropped episode 444. I wonder what they were at a year ago. I'm guessing
410.
Probably 401 would be my guess. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool. We got 100. This is the 100th episode, and we're still doing it, and people are still listening, and yeah.
I guess you guys are taking this thing pretty serious then.
What's that?
So I guess you guys are taking this pretty seriously.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I take the regularity of it seriously.
Everything else is my ramblings.
It's the rest of it is like, let's have fun. But the
And
only
drink.
thing I mean, Jeff, I'm the slave driver of the show. Like, it's just basically like recording, right? That's
Yeah.
the only thing. I'm kind of like, hey, we got to do this. Hey, we got to
Well,
do this.
he is. Every group needs a guy that is like, all right, we need to do it at this time on this day, and like Andy is the indispensable like master of ceremony and control of everything, and I'm the idiot who's like, here's a bunch of ideas, shotgun to the wall,
Yes.
let's go.
This is why our show actually works, because Jeff is like never short on ideas. There have been weeks where I've literally prepped 0. And Jeff will just start typing. And it's like, damn, we got like 3 shows worth of shit here. This is great.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't understand it, but
Yeah, he opens the rundown to find like not even sentences. Like
nope, just 3-4 words.
Just ADHD scribblings.
Yeah,
Well,
like
that's
here's
exactly
here's
what
some
it is.
of Jeff's ADHD scratchings. Jeff that one was mine. Jeff shot match. Stage names. Injuries. Nick saves me money. Don't buy sketch reloads. Jeff almost missed a squib call and then fucked it up. Blind ranking game. Jeff got shot. It's usually about Jeff. That's part of it. He's very narcissistic when it comes to show prep. But
There have been quite a few that involve me lately, which is great.
yeah.
The man has a gravitational pull, so it makes sense.
Shut up, victim weight.
I'm pretty sure I weigh 200 right now. I'm not sitting thin.
Okay. So Jeff shot a match, but Steven did not. I want to know why not.
So
It was just the club match at ENGC. Why not?
because the Air National Guard also likes to schedule all of their drill weekends on the first weekend the month. So I actually don't get to shoot at EMPS until Cornhusker.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna miss like 5 months of our club matches. That's why I drive around a lot and I shoot in like Iowa and Kansas City.
Okay. I guess I should have known that. My dad was in the Air Guard most of his adult life, and yeah, shit. The first weekend of the month was usually, it's probably guard. When's guard drill weekend? Oh, it's guard drill weekend.
Yep.
Okay.
I was sitting there just
Protecting our
like,
freedom.
Yeah.
I was really just refreshing practice score competitor, just like waiting for like you or Nick or Heidi or somebody to tell me what was going on at the match, just trying to live vicariously.
Well, there was a match then, Jeff. First match of 2025, right?
Yep, and our first USPSA match of
Oh, in a hot minute, yeah.
EMPS has shot since May of last year.
And that was just the one classifier match last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Jeff didn't win, right?
No, so I've got my F1 excuses all lined up. I had to grapple with Colin, who is not a small individual. I did Lane's combatives class, which we'll talk about either later or another
Every
time.
time he schedules one, I want to go to that so bad. And every time he schedules one, there's something going on and I can't do it. And this time it was the board retreat in Florida.
Right. So like I was beat to fuck and I shot much better than I expected to, but I did get my dick stomped in by Nick, Thomas Howard, and then the person I have no problem with my dick getting stumped into, Connor Davis, who I guess recently made GM.
Yeah, newly minted GM like 2 weeks ago at a classifier match.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
In CO?
LO.
In LO.
LO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is kind of more impressive. A little harder.
Yeah. Oh, I enjoyed telling the guys at the retreat this weekend that I was the number 1 A-class LO shooter at a tragically close percentage. Anyway, this isn't about me. It's about you, Jeff.
Yes. Oh, thank you. So I showed up at the match late, like always, and everything was already set up. So it was fantastic. Heidi's a wonderful match director. We also learned that you can go back into your practice score app and just pay on the spot instead of having to do anything weird about payment. Because someone forgot to pay.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
It's
Is
not
this a
that you can go
2.0
back
thing?
in. No, it's literally some people just don't know we have a pay on site option at the match.
No,
Wait,
no.
what?
I went back to my match.
Oh,
It was
in your
It was still because it was before the match started. I went to my match, clicked on it, and it showed like my squad or whatever, and then at the bottom I still had the payment field. And so
Are you talking about the website?
Yeah.
Oh, you said app. That's why I was like,
Oh,
where is
sorry.
this feature in the app? This would be handy.
Apologies.
Okay.
Apologies. But you can do it straight off the website. So it was fun. It was fun to be back out with all the peoples. And one of the dumb things that annoyed me throughout the day is my club has started to start naming the stages again, because like for a long time we never did, and the names piss me off so much.
Why?
I don't know, because Heidi named hers In the Cobra Pit, and I was like, God damn it. I forget some of the other ones, but I would just like, because like I would read the stage out, but I would be like, I'm not reading the name. I'm going to just read the rest of it. So we actually had a really big turnout of new people, which is great. Sometimes it can be a little scary, but the only scary thing that actually happened, which is unfortunate, is our friend Reese. She took a bit of a spill. She did post the video of it. We had a stage that was like a 3-box stage, and when she had knee surgery at some point and is like almost done being healed on it, and her dad specifically was like, "This is a bad idea. You should not go to this match." She's like, "I'll be fine. I'll just walk it." Sure as shit, fucking tries to push off, trips over the fault line, and just eats shit. But she ended up eating shit safe-ish and ended up completing the stage. After the stage, we come to find out she probably has a minor concussion, and she like cut her hand up, so she had to be taken to the hospital. So that was unfortunate, but she's okay. I will say she posted the video on her page, so I'm not sharing information that is not like
public.
fairly public. Yeah.
She felt like she got KO'd. Like she just it's like stiff as a board, face first, dropped.
Yeah.
Did you see the video on Instagram though? She edited Pete Rose sliding into third with that crazy slide.
Yeah, where she
that's funny.
just dives. Yeah. It was beautiful. It's fucking beautiful.
But she really ate shit hard.
Yeah. But that so that bay became kind of my squad's curse bay. So after she ate shit, I think I shot after that. I'm not 100% sure, but I was RO for a guy. I don't know if he's new, but I don't really know him. And he gets up to the line, loads, makes ready, whatever. We're good. And he starts shooting, and I hear a round that sounds wrong. But I was like, was that a squib? I don't know if that was a squib. Like my brain was like kind of cycling through everything, but he couldn't get the next round in, and I was like, oh shit, fuck. And I realized that it was out of battery. I'm like, oh, that means that there's a round there. I'm like, stop. And he's like, and like, of course, every newbie when you yell stop is like butt puckered and like, what's going on? And so I was like, I think you have a squib, unload and show clear. And he like did the best he could. And so I took his gun and literally I tipped it up. It was it was an X5. I could see the bullet from the last round that had, and so luckily it had not even cleared the chamber. So I was like, oh yeah, hey, pace him up. And so I was like, hey, does someone have a squib rod, whatever? So I put it back in his holster, which is, not what I'm supposed to do, but I put it back in his holster. I'm like, hey, go over the safety area and knock it out and put it, and we'll get you a reshoot. And Nick goes, will we? And I was like, I'm doing something wrong, aren't I? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, but they'd already pasted it. I'm like, fuck it.
Oh, I glazed over that when you said that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So he did get a reshoot.
He did get a reshoot.
Because you fucked up and told everybody to paste.
Correct. And so, I didn't feel bad about it because I think that rule is kind of dumb. But
no, that's your problem, especially for their hand loads. Absolutely not.
Right. Well, and so we did ask the dude, like,
shot.
You're so bitter. So we asked the dude, we're like, okay, so is this like factory ammo? Is it Supervel? Is it your reloads? Like, what is it? And he's like, well, I bought it from like jimsreloading.org or something.
Oh my God.
We're like, Jesus, bro. Like,
I'm not sure if that's worse than a gun show reload.
right. Like, I was expecting gun show, and he is like, no, I bought like, I think he said like 4,000 or 6,000 rounds of like
God.
jimbobsreloading.net. I was like, homeboy. Well, now you have
baggies.
right. I'm like, now you got practice ammo and so for the rest of the match, he shot very like the splits were not as spicy as they were in the early stages. But
Yeah, I would imagine not.
the stages were pretty good overall. I mean, there were a couple of meh stages because that's what happens at locals. Nick's stage was spicy as fuck, and it cost a lot of people footfalls. But
Was that
him.
the Tuesday? Is that the one Reese aided on, or
No. I'll post a video of it. It's like 4 boxes, like kind of connected, but like a wall separating them. It was an abstract painting on the ground, is what it was, and
Yeah.
it was fun. It was a little tough for a local, but Nick did save me a shit ton of money because I couldn't get my hat cam to work, which means if I don't record it, I didn't actually go shooting.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I'm on Amazon about to order another hat cam, and he goes, well, did you factory reset it? And I was like, that's a thing? I don't, tell me more. And he's like, oh, you just hold this and then it like resets it. And I was like, oh, and it worked perfectly. I was like, yes.
Oh, okay.
So he saved me from having to buy another $300 or $400 fucking
I
camera.
still haven't bought one of those. I need to get one of those.
A lot of people just recently found out that they don't work well in the cold this winter too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the batteries just don't last at all. So you'll
that's a battery thing, but
Yeah.
they just charge internally though. There's no external battery, right?
Right, but if you have it like sitting in your hat for the duration of the match, it'll get like 2 stages, and then it drains itself in the cold. So you have to throw it in your pocket, treat it like 22 ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, I put mine in the case every time. But
Did you do anything for your hands? What was the temp like when you were shooting?
So,
What was the weather?
That was a beautiful thing. Is it was about upper 20s, low 30s, like when we got there. But by the time we were starting to shoot, it was already into the low 40s with the sun on our backs. So
not bad then.
I actually, I kind of fucked with competitive equity because I'm large, and I was blocking the sun for some people, and I wasn't blocking it for other people, so their dots weren't fucking washing out.
That's funny. That's good.
So I recognized it on like the second to last shooter. I was like, oh fuck! I've been like where I stand dictates how well they see the fucking dot in some positions.
That's funny.
So, it did also. Quick note for stage designers: the more dumb shit you make them do, the more likely it is for a squad to fuck it up. Because we had a start outside, hands above shoulders, like toes must be touching exact point, blah 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 blah, and like 2 squads forgot to do the whole hands above shoulder part, and so kind of invalidated the stage.
And then what was the gun star position?
So the gun was actually loaded and holstered, which was nice.
Oh, okay.
But it's like every time you add a step to it, you're making things like that much more likely that some dumb shit is going to happen. And the part that made this complicated was it was 1 shot per shot left to right, and then 1 shot per right to left. And it's really fun explaining Virginia count to newbies. But trying to remember to get them to put their hands above their shoulders both times kind of fucked us up a couple times.
My favorite thing that stage designers will do in the stage brief is it'll be wrists above shoulders, gun on table, loaded. Like, what's the point of your wrists above your shoulders?
Right.
There's none. Or if it's wrists above shoulders and the first available target is like 5 yards away.
Right.
You have to run 5 yards to get to it. That's stupid. Do not do wrists above shoulders for that. There's absolutely no point.
Yeah, it's only good for very, very short range targets.
It's good if you really need to shoot immediately from where you're standing.
Yeah, 'cause you're testing
then it's an actual skill test of a quick draw from wrists above shoulders. Otherwise, it's pointless. Completely pointless. There's No reason for it whatsoever. We're going to find out how many unloaded starts and wrist above shoulders Steven's going to have for Cornhusker coming up in a little bit. But I did want to mention how I went to the USPSA Board of Directors strategic planning session / AKA retreat, whatever.
Burning
Went down
your
to
tax
Florida.
dollars.
What's that?
Burning your tax dollars.
Well, I will say this about it. It was very, 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 very helpful to talk through shit in person. Because then it happens as quickly as a conversation we're having right now. Which
Yep.
I'm sure will be somewhere in the neighborhood of hour and a half to 2 hours. When it's over email or even when it's in a Zoom meeting, it's clunky. It's a pain in the ass,
Yeah.
And these
Fucking
are
boomers.
and these are all people that I didn't really know well. I mean, I kind of knew a couple of them, and I talked on the phone with a couple of them several times. I've talked on the phone, I think, with probably half of the current board because there's a couple new guys. But part of it all is just like getting the feel for each other, and that was a huge part of it. It was, I thought it was productive. And well, like I'm not trying to be secretive or anything. Like we did spend kind of most of one whole day working on new bylaws. We spent another day talking about how can this will be funny. Basically how the board needs to just stay out of the fucking way. Does that make sense to either of you guys?
In what regard? Like, stop
Yeah,
trying
give
to
me an
like
example.
push
Quit
things constantly?
micromanaging all the staff and every fucking thing. Like, board be board for board.
I
And
mean,
not
isn't that what the executive director or managing director is for anyway?
that's what employees are for. Like, that's their job.
Yeah.
And it's not that we're supposed to do nothing and just show up at board meetings. That's not it. It's like quit micromanaging and saying, I need this, I need that, and hey, what are you doing that for? Blah 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 blah. Like that all, and that's kind of how it's always been. And it's not only, and I mean this bunch of relatively new board over the last year, like since May when I came on, and even prior, like there was a whole bunch of new board members in the last year or so, and it's like, hey, we should all just do what we need to do and let the staff do what they need to do. And if they need something, they can ask us. If they have an idea for something, they can come ask us, and we don't need to be up their ass every 5 seconds and think we need to be doing every little thing. We're not a gun club board, for Christ's sake. Like, right? I mean, it's kind of how it's always been. It's like a gun club board. I said this 3 years ago, that USPSA operates like a small town gun club board. I know because I'm on one. Now I really know because I'm on that and this. So
Because it's the same personalities.
it really is. I mean, that's just kind of how it was set up, and then it got too big for that sort of thing. So
But it still had a lot of the old personalities that were involved while it was still small
yeah.
or smaller.
Well, and it was just sort of, we've always done it that way because that's how we've always done it, which is also a small town gun club thing. So there were a lot of ideas thrown around, and, over the next couple of months, I think it'll become evident that the stuff we did, I'm not going to dive into a whole lot of detail, but I'll just say I thought it was productive. Yes, it was warm in Florida. That made our walk to dinner each night pleasant. Otherwise, I didn't. I got Florida sunshine on me on the way to and from the airport. That was pretty much it.
Just stuck in a room going over. Oh, how did your appendix draw conversation go?
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
So we did spend two small parts of 2 days doing that. I brought my appendix holster and a dummy gun, and we talked about it and went through a whole bunch of stuff. And by the way, if anybody was wondering why the rules were late to get up, was because Troy thought we were going to settle this at the retreat. We did not. But it's going to be somewhere between either 10-5-16 gets rewritten or we're just going to shit can it and it's 10-5-2. Because like every time we tried to, the thing we were all trying to do is, okay, the thing we want to not happen is imagine you're facing uprange, okay? Normal, not appendix draw, just normal holster. The reason this rule came to be is you have a normal 3 or 9 o'clock holster and you're facing uprange because the start position is downrange and you want to run uprange to a spot to shoot stuff. The thing we all agreed we do not want to happen, and I don't think anybody in the sport wants this to happen, is while facing up range, it goes beep, you draw, point the gun behind you, and then run up range.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's the thing we all agreed. We nicknamed it the sketch draw. That's the thing we don't want to happen. Now, even if it's not inherently unsafe, it could be real fucking unsafe real easily. And, you know, so nobody wants that. But how do we outlaw that and allow appendix draw reasonably? So there was, I had, I'll read you my idea. I don't know if this is like, there were problems. Some people kind of punched in this too, but I got to find the text of it. Shit. It's okay. Instead of like the center, the front of the holster and all that, it was the median intercept, or not median intercept. The anterior midline of the pelvis is pointing past the 180.
Dear God.
Okay, you know what anterior is?
Front.
Midline of the pelvis.
Yep. So it just means the direction
your baby
your hips
maker
are facing. Yeah.
So where your genitalia is pointing, basically, is if that's pointed past 180 and you draw, you DQ. So essentially your hips, but like hips is too vague. And so that was my idea, was to just put it that way. And
because your hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie. No, they don't. Because sometimes the holster's hidden. You don't know which direction that holster is. So
right. Well, and that's kind of one of the silly problems of it, is that like every appendix holster is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And so it's less contentious, or it's more contentious than the like outside the waistband at exactly 3 o'clock on your strong hip.
And one of the things that somebody brought up while we were talking about it was the guys who do like the 4 or 8 o'clock, you know, IWB.
Did this become an issue after, like, for production and CO, they changed the behind the hip requirements where they let you just move your mag pouches and holster around? Because, like, a lot of people have a very forward set holster. Like, Lane, his is way forward now after that rules change. But it would raise the same concerns. RDM,
right.
Jeff, RDM.
The what? Wait.
About drawing, but your hips aren't squared off in a particular direction if the gun is more forward on your hips, right? So if you're canted or angled a certain way, the forward part of the gun is going to be would be pointing a different direction. So you're
the front of holster or front of or top of gun, whatever, is completely removed.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that this whole thing a concern, like the appendix carry concern. Was this a concern 3 or 4 years ago when that changed? I don't remember hearing anything about it whenever people started moving their gun around, but
no, it wasn't, because a lot of people didn't really connect the two.
Gotcha.
Like, at least for me personally, running matches, I didn't notice.
Well, and most people,
I never thought of it because they weren't breaking 180.
Well, and another piece to it is most people weren't putting it like at where appendix is, so you can't put it as forward as you can with appendix, because when you sit down, your holster is basically sitting on your leg. So
you would sit down and your holster would dig into your thigh.
Right, so you still have to put it just enough off that I don't think it like made people as nervous. But I do think that there's a bit of the FUD, like, we don't want you tactard people doing tactard shit, which I'm not against. Tactards scare me, but I think that's where the mindset comes from.
And I wouldn't mind the rules committee taking up. I don't think it's a rule, but the RO should not start somebody if they're in an illegal, like if they draw from the position they're in at that moment and the RO starts them and they immediately DQ them, they should, like, it's hard for me to say give them a reshoot, but at the same time, that's on the RO.
Yep, I agree.
I mean,
starting them in the
it's also
position.
on the RO, I should say.
I mean, I always hate adding legalese to something, but like maybe within like the start position, the final line is must be in a safe direction when starting or whatever, or like
That's too vague.
whatever.
That's way too vague. But anyway.
I'm not good at lawyerese. I get it because I fucking
I
hate
punch people. I don't do words.
Correct. Yes. If
Words
I'm,
hard punch thing.
if I'm allowed to do violence, things are way clearer than they were when words were involved.
I'll say this: flying back last night, my plane landed and was sitting at the gate. I was still sitting in my seat when boarding for my flight from Chicago to Sioux Falls started boarding. I was a little nervous, but luckily the gate was just like, it was like going from gate 10 to 24, so it wasn't terrible. Like they were both in the same terminal. It was like a 4-minute walk, but I was afraid my gun wouldn't make it because I did bring a gun down there, and I was worried about my bag making it to the flight, but it did make it. So
yeah, you always got to be worried about Florida, man.
Yeah, it was good. Orlando Airport, they will escort you to the TSA to scan your suitcase with the gun in it, and then they make you go around the other side to where then they would know. And it was actually with the United employee. Like, she escorted me there with the suitcase. I mean, I drug the suitcase. She didn't. And then they had us go around the other side, and then they gave her the thumbs up, and then I was good to go. And then she goes, can I tell you something? This was my first firearm. I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, I just started working here 3 months ago, and this is the first time I've had to escort somebody with a firearm. It was kind of fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. I mean, she was dragging golf clubs, and then I had this. She just, on the way there, she looked at me and goes, firearm? I said, yeah. Like, okay, cool. And anyway.
I was hoping she'd be like, fuck yeah, finally.
Yeah. Anyway, so, I mean, it was, it was what it was. We got a lot of stuff done, and we've got a lot to do, but anyway. So, patreon.com/not another shooting show. Just $3.57 a month. You get an entire second episode every single week. We're going to be hitting the Reddit later, reddit.com/r/NASS. It's fun. We have 226 people in there. It's ridiculous. Don't forget,
remarkable.
If you're getting jerseys for your match, MW Activewear, Michelle will kick ass. I posted the logo she did for this year's Area 3. Did you see it?
That thing rips. That is
Isn't that awesome?
That is very good.
Holy shit. I gave her ideas. I went on the internet and found pictures of Mount Rushmore from a distance. Every time I see a softball jersey that's like the Mount Rushmore Classic, it's like 4 big ass heads from tit to tit. And like, I didn't want that, but I just sent her a picture of Mount Rushmore kind of far away. I didn't want it to be huge. And then like some photos of, the way the forest is and whatnot. And she just absolutely crushed it. If you go to the Area 3 USPSA on Instagram, you'll see the logo for that. It's so cool.
It's extremely classy.
Yes, it is. Northwood Showdown is May 2nd and 4th. Registration's open for that. Tanfo Timmy is putting on a 2-day match. I did not realize this. That is a 2-day match. Staff day is the first day, and then 2 days of competitor shooting. Registration's open for that. There's still slots left for that. As of Jeff just checked, there is 1 slot left on the Sunday schedule for Great Plains.
Damn.
I think there's still slots left, but they were slots that were being held back for. Yeah, there's 8 total slots left, but the ones that are the only squad position left is 1 on Sunday. So, otherwise, Great Plains is sold out. So, good job, Josh. Let's see. There's this other match, Area 3, that doesn't open until March 1st. But I saved talking about Cornhusker Classic because the match director for the Cornhusker Classic is Steven. That's why he's on the show. It just went on sale. You guys had a pretty good on sale for your match.
Yeah. Word of advice, don't schedule the opening day for your match registration for a day you have drill with the guard. Because if you fuck something up, it's kind of hard to go fix it. Hey, guess what? We fucked something up. What'd you fuck up? I'll tell you what I fucked up one time or a couple times. I'm going to say Todd fucked it up because he did build the match page because he did it before we had established he was going to be the match director. So
Okay.
sorry, Todd, this is all on you. But no, squatting was just locked.
Yeah, I did that too. Nobody can
So-
squad because it's locked from the year before. You clone it.
Yep.
And yep.
So
Nope.
the first like 10 or so people probably got annoyed for about 15 minutes. He called
I
me when I
can't
was in a
squad.
meeting.
Hey, I can't squad.
Yeah, so we squared it away pretty quick, but or Todd did because I was at work. But yeah, it was a really, really good turnout for the first day. I think we had like 115 or 114 or something like that by the end of the first day, and now we're sitting at 126 with 150, I think, total competitor slots that we're supposed to have. Maybe a little bit more because of the Saturday limited competitors, but yeah, sitting pretty healthy right now. Very happy with the turnout so far.
Why does it say it starts on Friday?
That's a really good question. I don't know if it's something about the practice score settings, but I've seen it do that a lot for some matches where it just like says the date is one day, but the actual dates do something else. But I don't know. Yeah, why does it say Mace? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at
June 6th.
Northwoods. Yeah, it should be the 7th and 8th, but
Anyway, it was just
Yeah.
a question.
I don't know why. Again,
Another thing that went wonky when Great Plains went on sale was somehow, and I heard from one of the guys at the meetings this past weekend, that's a thing that can happen when you save the, you know, how you have to check a box that says allow competitors to squad without paying or approval.
I think that was actually the thing. We had to dive into the edit the match thing and like look at all those options, and it's
And
just
then you-
like the verbiage on those 3 options is not like super clear.
No.
So yeah, it was stupid.
And even worse, then I'm going to go into Great Plains and I'm going to read off the options, and then I'm not going to save because I don't want to fuck it up. So the 3 squatting requirements are either require payment and approval to squad, require only approval to squad, and allow squatting after registering, no approval or payment required. But above that, which is weird in the linear order,
Yeah.
is a checkbox under payment options that says require full payment at the time of registration. So the correct way
Thanks.
to do it, if you want to let people pay and allow them to squad right away, is check that box, require full payment at time of registration, and allow squatting after registering, no approval or payment required.
No, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. It's intuitive
Totally.
and smart, and it's great, and I love it.
It works. It's just not intuitive. Anyway.
Yeah.
So what are you, your first time major match director?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are
yeah,
you what are you doing? What are you learning? What are you asking? What's happening?
Well,
You're not a
Andy-
first time match director, just first time for a level 2.
No, I've directed a handful of our clubs, and then I ran a series of our like Wednesday night matches last year. Then those will be coming back in the spring too. But the main thing I'm doing is stressing. It was a weird weekend. We chatted a little bit, and I probably seemed tense via text because I've been stressing.
No,
But,
I just thought it was funny. Like I told people what you said to me, and I thought it was hilarious because you're like, I didn't read all of your directions. You said don't squad, and I missed that part, and I squatted.
Yeah.
And then I looked back at the text and saw that he said, "Oh, don't squad." And then I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to squad. I just wanted to shoot with Vince on Saturday." And then you just said, "I hate everyone so much." That's fine.
Two separate texts. I hate everyone so much, and it's not just you. Like a few people.
He hates everybody
Yeah.
equally.
I'm working. I was texting him though because I was like, "Hey, how come you didn't?" I might have missed the email, but I didn't remember seeing an email about staff working the match.
Yeah.
You both received one, so or you both got one sent to whichever email you have associated with practice
Okay.
for. So
I just missed it. Okay.
yeah, it was at the beginning of the month, but it's no harm, no foul. I'm glad you volunteered, both of you. Appreciate it. But yeah, aside from just the stressing, just figuring out things as I go. Todd's been a lot of help. He's sort of helping me manage things as we go and just like keeping me apprised of like what I should be aware of with like the timelines. But there's still just a lot of weird intricacies that like I would love to have like we call it continuity as far as like the military stuff goes, where it's just like if somebody dies or leaves a position, you have a guide that just like gives you a step-by-step how to run that process.
yeah.
and I don't have something like a binder I could just open and look at for like at this many days out from the match, do this thing or have this like already sorted out.
Oh, so
You should
writing
write that.
I literally am right now. I started it today while I was not doing anything important at work. So
it looks like USPSA is going to have a how to do a level 2 thing. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, like, share it. We were literally talking about that this past weekend. Like, just like clubs sharing resources. Like, my favorite thing when I go to other club matches is like see how they do shit.
Fuck, I forgot.
You know, like I mean, even stuff like, oh, that's how they pull stakes out. That tool's really cool. Where did you get that thing? Oh, you build your walls that way. That looks really smart. Or sometimes that looks really dumb.
Yeah,
you know?
A lot of ranges have really good life hacks that people like. Timmy, I think, posted the most recent one for driving nails or something with the hammer driver. Some weird getup he has, but
not the hammer drill.
Well, it's the hammer drill, but he has like a long bit for it so that he can drive them without bending over.
Oh, yeah.
And I am here for not bending over.
I just bought a second hammer drill for our gun club because there was a big DeWalt sale at the farm show.
Nice.
So,
most rural quote of the day.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, how are you doing stages?
So I haven't officially started that yet because I got nothing but time, baby. We got like 5 months. No, I'm gonna start tagging some people because I have a few people in mind that I do want to get some stages from. I'd like to keep like a lot of things local, but there's a lot of really strong stage designers in just the area. Like Tampo Timmy has always turned out good for us, and we've used a bunch of his. But I've got some friends down in Texas that have a sort of a different stage feel for how they run their locals, just based off like their bay design. And so I think it would be cool to introduce like some things that people aren't used to seeing from like a lot of the same stable of designers that we have, like me, Nick, and Heidi, and Jeff, like throwing together our stuff for the matches. Aaron up there with you or in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, we've already talked about him, so I need to reach out to him. And I'll design a couple. Nick will probably design one or two, and then I'll probably just open it up and just take some submissions and then QC and see what I like and what fills in gaps. We're not super limited for like what we need for the bay. We're not like Iowa where we have to have like a short, small one and then a medium or a large course or a long course based off the bay stuff. But we do have some limitations because of like using the 100-yard bay. That is just kind of annoying because of angles and the lack of a berm on one side.
You want a local designing that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So
like same with my 100-yard range. It's going to be me or somebody else locally that'll design that one.
Yeah. So, but I don't want to be like I don't know. I don't want to say like I'm going to have like this many speed shoots and I want to have this many like yada yada. But I just want good stages that are going to be fun for everybody to shoot, but don't feel the same all the way across. And we'll throw like a couple curveballs or challenges that we just don't regularly see, without being ridiculously complicated as far as setup and reset goes. So,
if Josh listens to this, the Great Plains match director, Josh, the 100 yards all yours. I'm not going to design that. That's your baby because that's kind of a fun canvas to design on. I didn't mean to say I was taking that away from him. I just kind of forgot that it's not my match this year. It's his.
Just fill in the holes for for Jeff's sake.
I've got 75,
please.
50, and 100-yard bays to start designing stages for. So I don't ask me for a stage because my brain's already smoked, and I'm gonna be helping Josh with some and Area 3 with some. I'm gonna get a lot of help for Area 3, for sure. I really want at least one stage from every section of the area, for sure, and also just a wide variety of stuff. I mean, I've gotten a couple ideas from the local guys out there, and a couple of them are pretty good ideas for at least short courses.
That's one of the things I kind of do is like if I shoot a stage I really like or like some particular piece of it, I'll go into like practice sim and I'll build out just like that layout for like the corner of that stage that I like and just index it somewhere so I can throw it in wherever I want it. So gonna hit up the usual people and then just see what else we can come up with. 10 stages, most likely. Don't have a whole lot of room to get away with anything else without taking away like a field course or something. So
Well, you could do 2 in a double. Well, I guess you guys do that.
Yeah, so we only have 2 really like good big bays. Like we have bay 5, obviously, which is almost like too big for like some stuff, but it's not big enough to put like 2 big stages in or anything, or even 2 mediums in, really. So we have bay 5, and then we recently expanded bay 7 up the hill. It's a little bit wider. It has like a nice high berm, so it's a lot wider than our other bays, and still pretty deep. So there would be another field course up there, and that's where we usually have 2 doubled up short courses.
So where are you going to have because you always have 2 somewhere. Where do you think you're going to do that?
Potentially the 100.
Oh, okay.
Just down on the end, maybe into the diagonals, but there's no berm on the right side, if I'm remembering correctly. So
I think
we have to
Isn't there?
It's low.
I think downrange there is.
Downrange, yes.
Yeah.
But it's low, so you still have to be like way up against it, and you can't really let like the 180 be past the side berm. So
yeah,
just have to look at the match flow stuff and what we can do and get away with, because the whole 100 is just wonky. We used to have we would have like a medium course down there, but most of the shots have to go like directly downrange, so you're not dealing with a whole lot of angles or anything as far as that goes. And then the one up at the 50-yard side of the 100 is just like dug into that corner, so it's always like a fast burner. So it would be nice to be able to use like the upper pistol bays, but then we have to start ferrying people up the hill and everything, and that just gets bad.
Yeah. Unless it was like a zone. Because you guys usually do it as a zone, right?
We do, yeah. And we'll probably still do that this year.
I think that's the argument Bruce and I are having. I think it should be 2 zones for Area 3, and he's like, no, it should be 1 big zone. I'm like, you can isolate backups. But, like, it depends on how we do the transportation, because to go from one end to the other is close to half mile, and it's uphill. So I'd rather make that less. But
yeah,
we still are going to need transportation. But anyway. Okay, so Cornhusker Classic, June 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
I'll change that right now because this will get carried over for the next several months.
I don't know why it says 6. That's so weird, but whatever.
Registration open on Practice Score. There's still slots. It's good. I will be working a stage there.
Yeah, and if you'd like to submit a stage or something, if you're listening to this, my email is tomilson.steven@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram too. I'll take whatever. No guarantees that I'll use it, but hey, just tell me what you got.
Okay, so Jeff has a new game for us to play.
Yes.
It's the blind ranking game.
Yes.
Explain the blind ranking game, Jeff.
The rules of the game. I'm going to give you the match we are shooting, and then I have 5 pieces of equipment that I'm going to give you one at a time, and you must rank them with only that item in mind. So, I'm going to throw one completely from left field that's not on here, but say your cooler.
Okay.
And you say it's a 4. Okay, 4 is taken. It cannot move from number 4. So
okay.
that spot is taken. So if the next one I put is your shoes, like, oh, those are 2. Okay. So but that's stuck there, and you don't know what
Can't
next
move
thing is
it.
coming.
Okay.
So
I have my little piece of paper here. I'm gonna write down
doing the same thing.
Okay.
all right.
So
All
we're
right,
just we're assigning a priority to the gear that you're
And
getting.
it's 1 through 5, right?
Yeah, 1 through 5. We're going to
Okay.
be shooting. We're going to be shooting the Cornhusker Classic.
Oh, okay. So it'll be June.
Yep, it'll be June. So
Okay. So we got the scenario.
Yep. All right. Number 1 item, your shooting cart.
Well, okay. The first item we have to rank.
Yes. The first item you have to rank, your shooting cart.
Are we saying these as we go, or just writing it
Yes.
down?
Say them out loud. Say where you're putting
Okay.
them.
Cart 4.
I'm putting mine at 5.
Oh, it's that low ranking. Okay.
I have a feeling there's going to be stuff more. Everything else will be more important. Is my gut feeling. I could be wrong, but
All right. Item number 2, mag brush.
it was wrong.
5. Okay. I have so many magazines. I am unfazed.
Actually, you know what? It's important to me if I'm shooting the tac sport, because if a mag hits the ground, I have to take it apart.
That's where the conversation comes in.
Yeah. So I'm actually hemming and hawing between 3 and 4, but like as long as I take it apart, most of the time I don't need to brush it. Just getting the little pebbles out is enough, but I'm gonna put it at 4.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Third item, your paster gun.
Not even on the list.
Same for me. Like, this should have been my 5.
Right. So now
Because I don't bring my pacer gun because I'm not risking losing it.
Yeah,
Right.
Mine's
So-
mostly for practice. I don't know.
Fuck, this is
Right. All right, so you've got 1 through 3. Where's it going?
got to go to 3
Oh,
because
yeah.
I literally wouldn't bring it.
Dick move, Jeffrey.
Oh my god.
All right. Number 4, gun medic.
What?
1 or 2?
It's 2.
It's
for me,
2.
2. Yeah, 2.
Like my list is getting put together the most boring way possible because it's mostly all things that if I could move things around, well, I'll do that at the end. But gun medic is going to 2.
All right, because number 5, a fan.
Again, not using.
I'm not using, but I would rather have it than gun medic or a paster gun or a mag brush. So I'm fine with it being my number 1.
Okay, I've literally never used a fan at a match because it's so impractical. You're always moving around. Like, I could sit there in front of it for like 10 seconds, but
But it's your number 1 item.
And June isn't that bad here, right? It's not
it
September.
can
It
be.
is.
It can
is.
be. I know
It has
can
almost
be.
killed. It has almost killed people several times.
Yeah, the soft
when it was
ones.
at the
I'm
end
not
of June, I think the worst ever year was before you started, Stephen.
Probably.
2019
Yep.
was an awful fucking year.
It
Cornhusker.
It
Well, it was
almost
Great
killed the
Plains then.
staff.
It all like my buddy Jeremy, I thought he was gonna die. Like, he was in rough shape. When he was in Iraq, he was a heat casualty, and so he gets dehydrated and heat exhaustion pretty easy. And he's like, when we're tearing down, he has a motor that doesn't fucking quit. Like, he's just a moose running around hauling walls and steel, and he's like, let's go. Like, he just goes. And he's like slowly waddling away with a wall. And I'm like, he is not right. There's something wrong with him. And I'm like, you need to go sit in the car with the air conditioning. And he's like, no, I'm fine. The funniest part of this was we stopped at Chipotle on the way home, and he sat there with that burrito in his lap until we got to Sioux City, like an hour and a half away.
Just like 1,000-yard stare the
Just
entire
exactly
time.
the whole way. And then all of a sudden, a little south of Sioux City, he perked up and ate his burrito and was back to normal. He'd just kind of sip water and Gatorade and Propel every now and then. But yeah, that was absolutely awful. Like, you could see the humidity until like noon that day.
Yeah,
Sounds like I started shooting right on time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was awful.
It was. I
It was
remember.
it was like south humidity and heat.
Yep.
Like an awful day in Alabama or Georgia or whatever is what it was like.
They finished in Bay 4, and 5 of the staff members had already stopped shooting on staff day because they were just like, I physically cannot continue.
Yeah, it was bad. It was not good.
But yeah, so that was my
But I
first
got first in
attempt at
C-Class Limited. Whoop!
it. Whoop. That was the first attempt at the blind ranking game. We'll work on improving the choices.
But here's the fun thing to do now after we do the blind ranking game is how would you change it, Steven, if you could?
I would put my cart first. It would be,
of these things, yes, 100%. Cart would be number 1.
and then I think it still pretty much goes in that order. Maybe pacer gun would move up above gun medic, but
No, pacer gun would not be on the list. I would not have. I mean, it's honestly, it's usually in my bag, but it does not leave my bag.
you're gonna need it for the 5 per stage that we're hosting on Bay 5.
No, you're not. Oh, my only requirement to work, Steven, the only thing I want on my rider.
Your rider,
I
as
don't-
Area 3 director.
I don't need any, green M&Ms or, anything specific. I don't have to have the 12-pack of Lightning Kugel Summer Shandy and a bottle of Buffalo Trace. What I do need is to not be on Bay 5. That's my only request,
I'll see what I can do.
is to not be on Bay 5.
Yeah, it can be kind of miserable if the sun's out.
You need like a young spry, or somebody who's
Russell.
really fit.
You said
Russell.
young, spry, and Russell all in the same sentence.
I didn't say Russell.
I
just said, some of your slender people, Bay 5 would be good for like Nick and Heidi and Russell for sure.
Russell wears a child's medium, so he will be fine.
Okay.
Jesus.
Does he listen to this?
I don't know.
Okay.
He so rarely participates in our sport anymore. He mainly does like 3 gun at this point.
Well,
he hibernates. That's all.
Okay.
Steven, are you going to go shoot the match in Kansas?
Which
Free State?
Free State?
No, the local that you said you could take my guns to Vince for.
Oh, Vince won't be there.
Boo, brother. Ooh.
Because I talked to him on the phone last week because he's the range master for our little level 1 for Cornhusker. But he said he's not going to be there. He's just been playing VR and taking a real off season, so he is not going to be at their local match this week.
Boo!
Sorry.
I say boo this man.
I'll still hold your guns for you.
Yeah, I mean they won't help you at all.
Yeah,
So,
parts.
okay. What is going on? What are you talking
Okay.
about?
All right, so well,
Sorry.
I forget if this one may not have made the rundown. So I'm terrible at guns,
Uh-huh.
and so I have one gun with a loose optic plate that I stripped the screws on, so that one needs massive assistance.
Uh-huh.
I have an iron sight gun that I don't shoot because irons are dumb.
Uh-huh.
So I was just going to get it milled for an optic. And then I tried to put the hollow sun on my practice gun, and I tried to zero it by index, and that went piss poor. And then once it was semi-zeroed, the first fucking stage I tried to do, it came off and hit me in the face. So
You should stop doing any gun maintenance.
that was
of
my
any
theory.
kind.
That was my theory. And so I figured it would be easier to take my guns down by vehicular method rather than shipping
Dude.
them.
Why are you being such a tight ass about shipping it?
Because I'm shipping 4 of them, or all 3 of them. I was going to ship 4 of them, but then I was like, I'll be with 0 guns. That's
You can
not
fit
okay.
4 slides in a small flat rate box and just send it down there for $11.
Are you sending? Why
No.
you don't have to send? If you're just getting optic stuff done, that's just slides. You don't have to.
Well, I also have the kits to do all the springs and everything, and so I was just
So you
gonna-
want him to do all the trigger job too?
Well, yeah, I think one of mine may have a fucked up. I think someone may have put the reintroduction kit in it, and that annoys me. I don't know. Most of them have seen 20,000 rounds at least, if not the 100,000 dry fires. I mean, way before I stopped practicing. And so I figure it's probably time to replace springs and shit.
Probably.
6 years is kind of a long time in this sport to not fix anything.
It's amazing how things sometimes work better when you replace. Like, oh, it's fine. It's been fine, and then you replace parts, and it's like, oh, this is actually working better.
So I'm the type of person that I don't recognize when things are not working correctly because I've just learned to adapt to the world that I am in because the world is not built for me. And so like when I got glasses, I texted my massage therapist and I was like, "Oh, I just got glasses." She goes, "Oh, so you're not going to squint as much?" And I was like, "I squint?" And she goes, "Oh."
You squint a lot.
She goes,
I just thought it was a nervous tick. I never thought it was a vision problem.
No, you said, "Oh, I thought it was because you're fat."
Is that what I said?
Yes.
Well, when you were chubbier, you were starting to get like chubby face squinty eyes.
but yes, now I wear glasses, and so my
I was
eyes
probably just
open a
talking
little bit
shit
more.
because I can't. I'm like, really? I said that? That's kind of funny. Kind of proud
mean-
of that.
But both can be true.
Okay. Well, don't be a tight ass. Just ship them. I don't know. I don't think you can priority mail them, unfortunately.
Well, can I just ship them in? Like, do they have to be shipped in their original boxes, or can I just
No.
ship them?
No. You just have to go
Okay.
FFL to FFL, man.
Do you even have to do that to a gunsmith? I don't think you do.
I think you have to the gunsmith, but the gunsmith shipping it back to you doesn't. Or at least when you ship to a manufacturer, you have to.
This
I don't
probably
know.
varies by state,
Mm.
but
I haven't
Uh,
shipped enough guns.
Yeah.
I've never shipped a serialized firearm to an FFL. I've like to Vince. I've only sent slides, so it wasn't a problem. But someone will happily explain that on our Reddit. Please do reddit.com/r/NASS and just type it in there and do the thing. Okay. So a couple of weeks ago, we had Andrew Keith on. Last I saw, they had pert near sold out the Southeastern Law Enforcement Handgun Championship.
Yeah, I think at least I saw today that they have a wait list already forming.
Yeah. So
64 departments are represented.
That's pretty cool. And Andrew is the guy who does the gun Bible verses. And with his permission, he said we could use them and make a bit out of it. So I've got a music bed and I've got a new microphone.
Ooh.
Here we go. To shoot quickly, thou must slap thy trigger. Ignoreth thy false prophets that admonish the trigger slap, for they wallow in their ignorance with a smile. Genesis, chapter 1, verse 9.
That wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be.
It's pretty good.
Was it?
That's good. It's good.
Oh, okay.
I was just listening very intently.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah, the word of God is being spoken. Have reverence, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was raised Catholic and I have like chills now.
Well, that's good, Stephen. Would you come back here for me? I need help with the candles.
No.
You can try the wine if you want.
God.
Okay.
Now we've offended every one of our Catholic listeners, all 6 of you.
that turned out better than I thought. Okay. Well, what oh God, what the hell's next, Jeff? Are we
I mean,
are we ready to go to Reddit or
yeah. Oh yeah, no.
because you had the questions for the 100th episode.
I do have the questions for the 100th episode. So, from our buddy Owen, what is the average alcohol consumption per episode?
Oh, that was the one I was looking forward to. So for me, I pretty much always grab 2 cans of beer, whatever it happens to be. Tonight, it's actually a Summer Shandy and a Coors Light. Because it's the last Coors Light. I'm just finishing it off. And then a bottle of something. Tonight, it is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel is what I'm sipping on. So I'm still on my first pour of that, like sipping.
Like a bitch.
Yeah. And usually most episodes when we do 2 episodes, like we'll do a regular one and then we do a Patreon episode.
He did ask, and what is the difference between the normal episode versus the Patreon episode?
Oh, well, most of the time, not always, but most of the time they're recorded on the same night. So the consumption for a full 2 episode night of recording is usually 2 beers and 2 to 3 pours of bourbon for me. If it's 1, then the 2 beers and like 1 pour of bourbon. Because basically what happens is I run out of beer and then I just drink bourbon after that.
So is a pour for you like 2 ounces?
It's an ounce. Like I've got I'm not measuring with what the hell are these called? Glencairns. I'm not measuring, but it's roughly a 1 ounce pour.
Is the one where it's like got a little cup on the top and like a half cup on the bottom? Is that 1 ounce and half ounce, or is that 1 ounce and 2 ounce?
1 and 2, I believe. I have
Okay.
one of those. It looks like a hammer, kind of, but it's
Yeah.
like for measuring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my alcohol consumption will make me sound like an alcoholic. So I start the episode with an 8 ounce old fashioned. That is
Damn.
Yeah, so it's a quad old fashioned based off the recipe I'm using. I used to start with a double.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it'd be 2 ounces simple
Jesus
syrup.
Christ.
So it was 2 ounces of simple syrup and 4 ounces alcohol with a cherry muddled and a healthy spritz of bitters. And then I was like, I kept refilling. I was like, man, I wish I still had old fashioned. So now I basically fill the glass to the top. And so that is working out to 8 ounces. And then when that one finishes, I drink Irish Mist honey liqueur, which is a 35% alcohol. And I fill my glass up probably 4 to 6 ounces. I don't know. And
You're basically drinking peach schnapps after your old fashioned is gone. Is that what you're saying?
It's honey schnapps, but yes.
Okay.
And so I drink between a fourth and half a bottle, but depending on how long the recording is.
Good God.
What time is your first class tomorrow?
9 a.m.
God almighty, dude.
So
to be large.
Right. So that's the
This
other
is
piece
part of it, yeah.
I'm a professional drinker, but I walk around at 300 pounds.
Yeah.
So like I both condition myself for it, and I am quite large. And so the consumption of alcohol, like I was drinking last night and I drank like a fourth of a bottle and I was like, I don't even have a buzz. Like what was the point of this?
Did you talk to anybody during that time?
Yeah, I'm always talking with someone when I drink. I never drink alone because that's the first sign of alcoholism.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't get drunk well, sometimes I do, but it's an accident.
You can get drunk during an activity. So
Yeah.
but
I've been just like playing video games and sipping on whiskey, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm kind of hammered.
right.
Like, I just forget.
So for the normal episode, I'll be honest, like my buzz doesn't start to hit till like the very end of the episode, if it even hits. But like the Patreon episode, then you might find me drunk.
We're usually pretty well lubricated for the Patreon, so being a subscriber is worth that $3.57 a month.
The legendary episode that shall not be posted because it also got deleted. Like we were both 17 sheets to the wind.
Oh God, we were so fucking hammered. It was ridiculous.
I could barely find I live in a studio apartment with a like kind of anyways, I could barely get to my bed in my apartment and it's less than 10 feet from me because I was so drunk. So
I remember tripping up the stairs twice going up to bed that night. I don't know how I remember that, but I do. But yeah.
All right. Stephen, what about you? When you come on the show, what's your alcohol consumption like?
Usually one of something before, one of something during, but my wife just brought me down a second drink. I just have some tequila and Fresca and lime juice. It's like a weird margarita.
Well, you drank Ken Jang under the table, that's for sure. He was just sucking on water the whole time.
Sober people.
I know.
Damn teetotalers.
Yeah, anyway. We weren't judging, Jeff. Don't be judging Ken. He's gonna
teetotalers is an accurate description.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next asshole. How did we get 225 people to actually subscribe to this subreddit?
And who asked that one?
Ass Andy.
Yeah. That was me. I was just shit talking, but then we got a great reply to it. I remember.
Yes. Hato Dagu.
Yeah.
Jeff insulting people in various subreddits is what led me here. Then I found the podcast.
He just followed your shitty Reddit account around and discovered you had a podcast. That's great.
Yeah. So it was sort of like Jeff
accurate.
talked about like going and posting in other like subs, but wasn't exact. Like the fact that we got somebody in that way is hilarious to me.
Right. So if you are someone who came to the show because of my shit talking on Reddit, please come to our Reddit and tell me about what shit talking I did that brought you here, because I would appreciate to know where I found success.
I was shit talking about
I welcome them.
On the CCW Reddit. It's the best place to shit talk. Somebody posted something about how it was some off brand of monolithic carry ammo, like, hollow point light.
I saw you comment.
Yeah.
Your OPSEC is fucking terrible.
Why?
Because you started the argument with one account and ended it with the other one.
Oh, did I? I missed that.
'Cause
I do that sometimes.
I saw Nass Andy, and I was like, oh, there. I remember.
Oh, it
him
wasn't
talking
that
about
one. It was a different one.
Oh, okay.
No, I did do that recently, but that was, yeah. I started with the secret one, and I switched to the other one when I was gonna say, well, actually, I'm the Area 3 director. So.
Right. So, for those who may be curious, if you see,
don't give away my secret one.
No, fuck you. I'm talking about me. It's always
okay.
about me.
Oh, okay.
If you see Eve Rommel, that means I'm posting from my phone. If you see Nash Jeff, that means I'm posting from my computer. I separate them that way.
You can have both on the app at the same time.
No, he's got a good system. I like his system. It prevents you from, it just keeps him compartmentalized so he doesn't do anything stupid.
Right. The OPSEC stays semi-level.
Yeah, you won't do what I do. That's for sure.
All right. Going to Nimble
Sea urchin.
Sea urchin. What is the best beverage for dry firing? Steven?
Usually just whiskey.
Yep, that's a good call.
I like Cut Spike or what's it? Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. It's just a blended that I like.
Okay. Andy, what about you?
Coffee.
Ugh, brother.
Are you a morning dry fire?
I'm a morning dry fire.
I started that this month, and it's weird, but it's I'm coming around to it.
It will always happen if I do it before work.
Yep.
It's just part of my morning routine. And
it's when you would be shooting. Not that I subscribe to shoot or train like you shoot, but like,
well,
our mornings are a little bit earlier than yours, Jeff.
Holy. No, I just do it so that it gets done.
Yeah.
You know, I would go to the gym in the morning if it wasn't full of fucking psychopaths, but it is. So I don't go to the gym in the morning.
That's why I don't have a 6 a.m. class.
Yeah. Like those are you. I don't think you'd like the people that show up for that.
No.
You'd hate yourself for doing it first.
They would hate me because no one wants to deal with me. No one wants to deal with me at 8 o'clock in the morning. No one wants to deal with me at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You'd still have a quadruple old fashioned flowing through your veins.
Truth, brother. So when I'm dry firing, I tend to just drink the Irish Mist. So because I'm too lazy to make old fashions while I'm dry firing, and the old fashioned thing has started after I stopped dry firing as often.
Wait, how can you be handling guns and drinking alcohol, Jeff?
Oh, it's so easy. You wouldn't even believe.
that less ability to understand your actions translates fantastic. So is
wait,
there
I do want to explain to people how I would be able to dry fire and sip on whiskey at the same time, and it's not ridiculous. I don't know about you guys, but I have magazines that have just my dry fire ammo in them, and that's it. Like they're not going back and forth, between loaded and not. And when it's configured, like I've got a dummy or a snap cap in the chamber, and then dummy rounds all the way through the mag, like ones that I made on a press.
Yep,
and that's how
I'm the same way. Mine's even dumber. I never manipulate the slide, so there's never a round in the chamber, dummy or otherwise. And
other than checking it the first time, I'm assuming.
No, because I left it there.
Okay.
See, I don't have children, and so.
But I'm the child I'm checking on.
Right.
That's all.
I have a system, and I've had the system for 7 years.
Yeah.
And so the system is that if a gun is in a holster, it is loaded. If it is not in the holster, it is unloaded, and it stays unloaded at all times. And so that kind of translates through. And then I also dry fire with an empty gun, and the only time that like quote unquote ammunition, which is all dummy rounds, is loaded into the gun is when I do a reload, go across, unload immediately. So like there's never an opportunity for a round to get into the chamber when I dry fire.
That's why your reloads suck so bad.
110%.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Steven? What's your system?
Similar. I have 2 dedicated dry fire mags for my gun and my practice gun. Like if I go to the range, when I get home, it comes out and I rechamber the dummy round and I throw it where it stays. And then it goes back in my range bag if I'm going to the range. So just dedicated. I have dummy rounds and I have the rubber inserts. I don't know if you guys have seen those. I like those too.
Oh, the ones that go on top of the mag?
No, they're the whole. They fill the whole mag.
Oh yeah,
Oh, do they have the
I did
weight?
see those.
Yeah, they're weighted. They're filled with sand or some sort of pellet or something. I think John Vlieger makes them.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how precise they are to the weight, but he makes one for basically like every magazine.
As long as they don't have to be the same as a full mag. As long as there's just some weight.
no, they're pretty hefty.
Yeah.
The only thing that's weird is like it's just the feed lips are like kind of exposed, so you don't have like the roundness of the bullet on top. So I'm more prone to snagging those. So those are like my starting mags.
Yeah.
Those are in the gun when I do it, and then I
The
reload
bullet-
to a dummy round.
That's one. If you're new to dry fire, the bullet or the dummy cartridge on top does help feed the mag.
Yeah.
And because you won't hang up on the, like if you just try to stick a reload with an empty mag, like you might split the feed lips with the side of the mag well. You know.
I still do it with the Shadow 2, like 1 out of every 4 times.
Yep.
So, is there a sweet spot for the number of drinks for maximum effective training?
Oh, the follow-up question?
Yes.
I'm not opposed, but I get better at golf and bowling with like a 3 to 4 beer buzz. But I never dry fire and drink. And I'm not trying to be judgy, but I just don't because I do it in the morning.
I don't think I've
feel
ever
extremely judged.
finished a drink while dry firing. It's just like something that'll like between reps.
You're
I'll
just sipping
grab
on
a
one.
sip
You're
of-
not like
yeah.
getting shit-faced.
Yeah, because I do very distracted dry fire. It takes me like 45 minutes to do a 50 or a 15-minute dry fire session. So
Oh, okay.
For me, I tend to be at my peak is probably, 3 of my pours. So, like
you're
by
either
your
dry firing too long or drinking too fast.
by my third double, I was at my peak of dry fireness where I still knew what was going on, but I was like, let's fucking go. And it was somewhere in between there. And it wasn't long before I was past that point and like, this is fucking pointless.
So the sweet spot's probably 0, but
Yeah, sometimes you got to lubricate the system. We'll call the sweet spot 2 drinks. And
train like you
Then-
fight, brother.
hell yeah, brother. That ranges won't allow me to train naked. That is just communism is what that is. So, from Dan Hannis, thoughts on the rise of rifle matches and night matches?
I'm here for it. Both of them. Like, hell yeah. Night matches, they're not, you can't do them everywhere. You guys can't do it at your club. They won't allow it. Is it
Yeah,
against the law or is it just club policy?
It's an agreement between the club and the city or the town nearest to them that they will not shoot between this time and this time.
But it's like 2 miles outside of town.
I wasn't there when they made the rule. And there's a subdivision that opened up like
Yeah.
on the other side of the gate entrance.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why,
yeah, there's
that's
that
why
too.
That's why our pistol berms are like 25 feet fucking tall is because they didn't
They
want
face
rounds.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
But- some kind. How long ago was that agreement made?
I don't know, probably before I was
For
born.
like once a year. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you.
Like in
but
the fall when it's earlier.
So I'll say the controversial things because at the table after the match, I apparently said all the controversial things.
Oh, okay.
So rifle matches are fine as long as USPSA shooters are running them. If USPS shooters are not running them, they're fucking garbage and they're not worth going to. They also, at the same time, you might as well have just shot PCC because there's not that fucking much difference. And so, having
The thing about rifle matches though, if like you guys have done them just strictly in the bays, with nothing over 50 yards. I mean, you can have the bulk of the stages that way, but for it to be even at a club match, you got to have like 2 stages where you're reaching out a little bit.
Well, then the problem becomes hit factor scoring stops working with long range stages, and the gear race for long range stages ruins every other fucking stage.
I don't mean long range like 600 yards. I just mean 100, 120. Like, that's not that hard with, like, if dudes are going to bring their bags and bipods out, they're wasting time because 100 yard shot on a plate, which, by the way, in the multi-gun rules in Hit Factor, you can still have points on plates at over 100 yards.
Right.
And,
but
they can be static. They don't have to be falling.
Right, but the problem becomes the average shooter cannot do this, and so hit factor scoring becomes fucking useless when it's like 18 points, or sorry, when it's like 30 points and it's a 35-second stage, and you're like, cool, the high overall got a 1 hit factor, yay. So that's my opinion on rifle matches. Most of them might as well just be PCC matches, and they bring out. We've talked about it before. They bring out a very tactard crew that.
But there are I think there are more people who own a rifle caliber rifle than own a pistol caliber rifle.
I don't disagree with you, but it also limits you to only paper, which is fine, but it's meh.
No, it only limits you to paper inside 50 yards.
Sure, and then night matches are the same thing. Is that they sound cool in theory. The logistics of it are kind of annoying. The people that show up are kind of cringy, and that once you turn on your light, you're like, oh, this is a USPSA match.
So
it's
Jeff,
I
completely disagree. You've been to my last 2 night matches, but whatever.
I think Dan posted about it somewhere, or somebody let me know about it. But Ankony's having a night carbine match this month.
I literally just
are they?
Yeah,
it's like February 22nd.
Yep.
That's the weekend of my birthday.
Aw.
Oh, we're February birthdays? Hell yeah.
Oh, you are too?
I'm turning old as shit February 12th.
What is that, like 33?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be a Smashing Pumpkin song. Good for you. Night matches are super fun.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun. I don't disagree. I think.
Well, no, you just took a giant, juicy diarrhea shit all over night matches, dude.
Correct. They are a fun task to do, but I think the tactical community's jerk offness around them is way higher than the actual payoff of them.
You need to spend less time in the CCW Reddit, dude.
I'm just surrounded by these dumb cunts.
You need to stop.
Every time I open shit, it's just tactards being like, well, if you ain't training under nods at night with iron sights, are you even fucking training?
Yeah.
Nods exist for one reason in the civilian market, and that is to resell. So. There, I said it, I guess, but
yeah, I mean, they're a toy. Really?
Yep.
Really, they're the most expensive toy.
Yeah.
Like, that can't really be shared. Like, you can, like, my buddy Nick sold his bass boat to buy nods.
That's
what?
Yeah.
Nick, you done fucked up. You done fucked up to AA.
He got the Bino nods. Like, you met him. He was on our squad. He was the one that plugged the no shoot.
Oh,
right. Because they can't see colors.
Yeah. No, it's like we were actually talking about this past weekend at the retreat or whatever, and I don't remember who I was talking to. I think it was Ben Barry was sort of shit talking night matches. He wasn't shit talking, but he was just like, it's just like, and I could be getting this wrong. It might have been someone else. I don't remember. It's just the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I turn on my light and it's the same thing. It's like, yeah. Have you ever shot one? Oh, you haven't? Okay. Well, there is a difference when you go to transition to a target that isn't just right next to it, and then it's like 45 degrees over, and you can't see it when you start the transition. Like,
I fucked up.
That's the challenging part, is when it's like 45 degrees or more, you can't see it at all until the light starts getting close. And sometimes you're right there, and sometimes you're like, holy shit, I'm in the wrong spot. Like, it's way lower or way higher or something like that.
I fucked up one transition in the 2 or 3 night matches I've shot. And so I'm biased because I'm used to matches. And so for me, they're not a weird place to be. But at the end of the day, what my comment is based on is that many people see like I took a low light shooting class and was immediately like, this was a waste of money. It is just illuminate sights, shoot target. Like, it's not that fucking complicated. And so for me, that's the basis I'm starting under. I do like going and hanging out with my friends. There's a little bit of butt puckering because the night matches that Andy has run, that they run fantastic, but they attract a lot of new shooters remarkably, and they do weird shit that you have to kind of be prepared for. Like, hey, I'm just loading all of my mags on the safety table, and you're like, ooh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do
here's
that.
like, okay, when someone loads mags on the safety table, that's not butt puckering. It's just against the rules. Like, that's not inherently unsafe. It's just a different table that has different rules. Now, if they're also handling their gun, that's when the butt puckering happens.
True. There's just it's less predictable than you're used to, but once you get the feel of your squad, you kind of go, okay, it's a USPSA match.
You know who the sketchy guys are and who's not.
Right. I will say the night vision dudes, like, as much as I'm like, okay, there's 3 night vision dudes watching this night vision dude. He's an experienced shooter. He's like a B-class shooter. It still feels fucking weird to watch little fucking explosions go off in front of your face. You're like, I hope he's downrange. I don't know. Like, all I see is small explosions. Like, fuck it.
Yeah. No, for sure. And the way I do the rules, like, honestly, Steven, when what's your buddy from Rapid?
Oh, Tim,
Slim.
Yep.
When, like, you vouching for him would not have been enough.
That's wild.
Yeah, the fact that he was a B-class USPSA shooter is what made me let him do it. Like, the fact that, well, I mean, it was both together. It was that you knew him and he was a B-class USPSA shooter. The two together, I was okay with it. Like, I don't have a fair system for who I let use nods.
I'm the captain.
It's strictly like, can you win the argument with me? You know, because I've had other people I know well, and I trust them. They're safe, and they said, "Hey, this is my cousin. He's perfectly safe." I'm like, "Nope." Has he ever shot a match before? Nope, absolutely not. Not a fucking chance.
It's an effective method because you haven't had anything go horribly awry at one of your matches, right?
Right. No, I'm not talking myself out of this policy.
No,
so.
I wouldn't.
Well, because didn't you say that you had one guy who was like, "Well, I was a Green Beret," and you're like, "I don't care."
No, he just said he was retired military.
Oh, okay.
He was retired military and former law enforcement, and I said no.
Yep.
Buddy, you just talked me out of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's so, again, going back to the general concept of it is like, more matches equals more better. I will stand by that. I'm glad more people are shooting matches. We have not seen a large transition from the guys that show up to our rifle match that come to our pistol matches. Have you seen people come from the night match to go to your local matches at all?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's awesome.
Not a ton, but I mean, like, there's
one or two.
There's a very minority percentage, but that's pretty much true of all matches. Like, you have people that come and then they never come back again, but you have that small percentage that they come back. You know,
right? Our sport is built on adding 1 or 2 people a match.
Yeah,
like, if you could add most clubs, if you could add 2 people a match, that would be fantastic. Like, you would, well, at least in Area 3. I know you other areas can get fucked.
What?
So many matches outside of Area 3, they have wait lists.
Oh yeah. No, it's so weird. Like, that was something we were talking about this past weekend too, was like the problems in Area 6 and Area 4 are so wildly different when it comes to that. Then, like, they're looking for places to have clubs and matches, and here there's pretty much every club has room. I don't know if does Kansas City, does Mill Creek, does that sell out? Are they like waitlisting club matches? Steven, you shoot down there for club matches.
I don't think they really sell out. They sort of like progressively upgrade their squads as they go. So
and they have like a 7-squad club match too, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, 6 or 7 squads, and they will just sort of add. I've never seen them stop adding people. And they tell people, like, if you're gonna make it, just show up and we'll get you taken care of.
Yeah.
So it's never really been an issue for them. So I don't think they're really facing like the limit of what they can host.
Yeah, I've never heard. That was the only one I was not 100% on, but every other club in the area, I was pretty sure they have there's room in Area 3.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like my buddy Robert, those guys out in Salt Lake City, their club matches are Friday, Saturday. They're basically level 2s every time they have a club match. Because they'll have a handful of people who are off Friday and can come out during the day and sort of, I don't know if it's open squatting, but it's, but like they can go shoot on Friday during the day if they can. And then the main match is Saturday and it's always sold out. And it's tough to get into. And sometimes the way I can't remember if it was them or a different club, they were talking about what a pain in the ass. Like they'll only open up squads like one spot at a time. I think it was their club.
Jesus!
I know.
Who's
brother,
doing that? Thinks it's a good idea. That sounds like it's bad for everyone involved. Like I would hate to be the match director, just like going to practice score and having to edit the squads over and over.
It's meant to be some sort of control to make sure like entire squads don't end up like all the bros that are always in the same squad or something like that. I'm not sure, but I've heard them talk about what a pain in the ass it is.
There's better ways to manage all of that. That's
yeah.
Hit random.
Can you randomly move people around squads?
I don't
not
know.
in practice score directly, but you can randomize things
within
in Excel.
the squad.
Well, you can randomize things in Excel and then just dump them in there. But I mean, that's match director work that nobody wants to do.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, more questions, Jeff.
All right. So, Blue Fox 280 asks, what type of firearm and everyday carry components are you buying that's not from a specific gun company? There's multiple show references. Most recently, episode 98, Andy's example of pocket flashlights, of finding really good off-brand Amazon, eBay, etc. Share the knowledge versus goods and crap. So what
versus crap finds is what that last sentence was.
I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Oh, okay.
So what off-brand things have you bought that you're happy with?
For EDC, it's not really off-brand, but I don't buy expensive pocket knives because I'm scared to death I'm going to lose them. So I carry a Kershaw Brawler pocket knife that I've had for 10 years, and the blade has been sharpened down to where it's like it's half the knife it used to be.
Oh, you fancy.
But when I bought it was like a $30 pocket knife. It's a good pocket knife. It's not a Benchmade, but it's still good. You know, it's worked well for me for the last 10 years. And I've lost 2 other pocket knives that were lighter. Well, one quit the opening function, quit working, and the other one I lost. But I've had it for a long time. My flashlight wasn't off-brand. It was Streamlight, micro USB flashlight. That thing's fucking great. That is a great little light.
Right. For lights, Streamlight and Surefire, like those are the only lights I've ever used. I'm in the same boat. I'm not 100% sure what you're referencing, Blue Fox, because everything I everyday carry is a recognized brand. So
ooh. I got another one because like he's like talking total EDC. I gotta pull up my Amazon account. There is because like I'm in the truck and like it's a pain in, like we don't have, if we're out and about doing stuff all day, there isn't like, I don't have a car charger, you know, like in the pickup if that's what we're working. And there is a fantastic backup battery charger that I don't need it most days, but every once in a while I do need it. And I got it on Amazon. I have no idea what the brand name is, but it's about the size of a credit card, and it's about as thick as like maybe like 8 credit cards altogether, maybe 6 credit cards. I'm not sure. I have probably not that many, like 4. It's about the size of a credit card. It has the cables built in for USB-C or Lightning connector for an iPhone. And you charge it with either micro USB or USB-C, and it's awesome. You know, like fits in a pocket with my phone. If you charge with it, I think it's like 6,000 milliamp hours, but it's absolutely awesome. Somebody else say something and then I'll go find it.
Because I too have like 4 off-brand chargers that are like 20,000 milliamps, and I use them when I travel. And going back to like, the only off-brand thing I sometimes carry is I buy like $9 knives off of or I used to buy $9 knives off of Amazon that they're called like Tac Force knives. And for the things I normally use a knife for, which is opening boxes and like cutting a piece of string or whatever, they work perfectly fine. And when you get them confiscated at TSA or by security, you're like, oh, there you go. It's $9. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What about you, Steven? Do you carry any off-brand things?
Off-brand, no. I don't really carry a lot of things. I hate having things in my pockets. So like I have like just a wallet and a pen and like a wiper for my glasses.
Like a microfiber cloth.
Microfiber cloth, yeah.
Yeah.
Like my wallet is nice. I can't remember. It's nowhere near me, but that's it.
I just bought a wallet off Amazon, like the RFID.
Herschel. The brand is Herschel.
But it's like the same old bifold giant freaking wallet that I carry in my left front pocket, so it's not a problem. But like I've bulged a disc in my back sitting on one too long in a car ride. Yeah. So
no, mine is like my ID cards, my driver's license, my concealed carry, some credit cards, and like my motorcycle registration are just like tucked in there. And it's one of those minimalist wallets, and I love it. Can't feel it.
The battery pack brand is Misso, Miisso. It's awesome. It is, depending on the color you get, it's around $30 for 6,000 milliamp charger, and it'll charge your phone in a fucking hurry too. Great little charger, and small and slim and fits in a pocket well.
Right. So since none of us answered this question, moving on to the next one.
Yeah. Well,
so
that's the only off-brand one, really.
Yeah, I buy the brand. I'm fucking dumb like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this dumb fucking asshole named Fat Abs, he says, "Is Jeff ever going to get or re-get his RO certification?" No. No,
that's exactly how I typed it out too. I said it just like that. It was. Were you in the room when I did it?
Yes. I can hear your shit talk through your text.
Did you? Oh man, when you were talking about you ROing and the squib incident, it took all of me to not reference the 100 questions post. as you offered the reshoot apropos of nothing. I was like, oh my god, Jeffrey.
Yes.
So, I did immediately was like, oh, I fucked that up. But at the same time, I think the squib rule is dumb, so I have no problem letting a new guy reshoot the stage because fuck it. But yes, I will not take an in-person RO class ever again because they're the dumbest fucking concept ever. If you make an online RO course like it should fucking be, I will gladly take an online RO course that is just like, oh, here, let me knock this out real quick. Cool. And then make me go have fucking like Steven or Thomas or someone who's an RO or CRO or range master.
Like
sign
CRO
off on
or
it.
higher.
Yeah. Sign off to be like,
local club.
Right. This guy is fucking competent. Okay, cool. Done. End of equation. Then I'll get my fucking RO cert. But as long as I have to, because the next class around me is at Grand Island, and I'm not fucking driving to Grand Island 2 days straight to take a fucking RO class because they're the dumbest fucking thing on the planet.
Well, we'll have it in Jeff. I have the power to put one on. I get a free class. We still have to pay for the instructor travel, but for Area 3, I get a free class. So I'm trying to figure out where to hold one.
I have the power.
So
Rapid
we'll have
City.
it in Jeff's studio apartment.
Yeah. So eight dudes were kidnapped and locked in.
We're gonna do it in Jeff's studio apartment so that he understands how. Here's the thing you're missing out on, Jeff. Like, I get what you're saying about the class. It is different than when you and I took it because Jeff and I were actually in the same class. That was the first time I ever met him. It was hard to. I actually said this to Alex Acosta this weekend. Super good dude. I asked him if he'd ever met you, Jeff.
Yeah.
And he goes, no. I said, well, he's like, he said, I don't think so. And I said, well, if you had, you would remember him because he's 6'9" and
loud,
easy to spot. So, and he's memorable. Like, you'd remember. But anyway, here's the thing you're missing out on, though, not And it's the dumb thing that everybody hates doing, but I'm telling you, it does make you a better RO because you learn the rules. Is that dumb open book test you have to take every year? I learn stuff every year doing that thing, even though I hate it.
My biggest complaint of that fucking test was that I got a question wrong.
Yes, I know.
First time I took it, there was 9.2, or it was like 10.2.4.1, and I said 10.2.4, and they're like, "That's
you were
wrong."
Way wrong. Like you're in the wrong chapter. Of course, you were wrong.
Right, and I'm like, God damn it!
You went from chapter 9 to 10 in the rules. Of course, it was wrong. Jesus,
I will fucking stab you. But make it multiple choice on. Make it. Hey, say the rule now. Here's the multiple choice for the.
I mean, multiple choice and hard, like hard multiple choice.
Right? Is it 10.2.1 or is it 10.2.2
like,
or 10?
I studied for my CDL in this way because you could like pay for this service. It wasn't cheap. It was like $50 for 7 days, but you got every question that South Dakota asks on their CDL written test. And so I would go through them. And it wasn't just memorizing the questions. It was also like, if you know question and answer, you have now learned the information, but also they would have the notes on how the thing, was in the manual. So I did that hardcore for a week and I actually learned all the information. And when I was a high school football ref, we had to do the same thing. We had to take a test. I can't remember how it was. We would always get together and do the open book practice test, and I can't remember if like the actual test we had to take was closed book or open book, but it was the same thing. Like when you have to look stuff up and find it, sometimes that question is something you've never seen before. Like, if a shooter squibs and you yell stop and it is actually a squib, they don't get a reshoot.
Right, but setting the test up like, hey, shooter has squib. You have called stop. Is it 10.2.1? Is it 9.4.3? Is it 8.2.4? Will make me go to each of those sections much quicker than highlighting over that, hitting find
It would.
on the PDF, and fucking going to it.
I 100% agree with you, Jeff. I feel your pain. And I also recognize that in the searching of the rules, you pick stuff up. Like,
yes, it
sucks, and I think it's good.
I get that,
all
but
at the same time.
I also don't need some fucking boomer to fly in to fucking tell me this shit. Again, I can watch a fucking YouTube video or follow a fucking PowerPoint. I've been certified to like be on natural gas plants that if I do something wrong, they'll blow up. Through a fucking PowerPoint, you can make a fucking PowerPoint for your RO class. So that's that. Anyways,
I'm certified in first aid and CPR now.
I'm going to be certified in first aid and CPR on the 9th.
And in the video, every time the goofy scenario would be like, "I just took a CPR class. Is it okay if I help you?" And it came off every time like he wanted to take naked pictures of the person. Anyway.
That's reasonable.
Was that all of them?
No.
Oh.
So this dumb cunt has three questions.
I actually have a 3-part question, sir.
Okay.
Correct.
I just want to tag each of you.
Does Andy ever get the itch when he takes a pee? No. Does Andy ever get the itch to shoot a Glock again?
Yes.
What drives you to it?
Trigger bar support spring.
Are you trying to say that CZs are complicated?
Yes. And I hate it. I hate it so much.
I asked Nick, I was like, hey, you've taken your CZ apart multiple times to put it back together and put dumb shit in it. Will you do these modifications for my gun so I only have to send Vince one of them? He goes, I am done taking apart a CZ.
Yeah.
Send it to Vince.
It's not fun.
I was like okay.
It's a special kind of autism to work on a CZ, and Vince has it. So,
love you, Vince.
Here's a free ad for Stonebridge Gunworks. Like, if you have a CZ or any gun, really, he's your jam. He can take care of it. I was so perplexed by the trigger bar support spring. I have to think about what it is. and how mine got jacked up because I had to take that mag release screw out, take that spring out, and I didn't have to take the trigger bar all the way out. I just had to like flip it up or whatever, and then flip the mag release around, and it still wasn't as bad as a Beretta. Good God, a Beretta 92 mag release is the worst thing to switch around because it comes out real easy, and then it will not go back in. And you futz with it, and you futz with it, and then all of a sudden, magic happens, and then it fits. I don't know how. I've done it several times. It just happens. But anyway, I miss shooting the Glock all the time. And actually, in classes when I'm doing demos, lately, I shoot that thing like crazy. It's just easy peasy. And
Hey, we all love a good toxic relationship.
yeah. No, I keep, if I would like that Austrian gal is a great wife. Really is. Fantastic wife. But then there's this Czech slut that I just can't stay away from. And then there was
slut.
And then there was that
win.
Italian whore I hung out with for a while, the
That
Beretta.
bitch.
And-
Bitch.
But I keep coming back to that good Austrian wife. And I still, every single class I teach, I put the Glock on. Every single one. I'm not messing with the CZ. I'm not shooting a race gun when I'm teaching people because they're not using those.
Have you shot a Smith & Wesson with an Apex trigger?
No, I have not. That's the next pistol I want to buy is a full-size 9mm M&P.
We will unfuck that at some point.
In 2 months at the night match.
Correct.
Yep.
Oh, is that in 2 months? Fuck.
I haven't scheduled it yet. There's not a date yet, but it'll be
Good.
April, right?
beginning of April sometime.
Okay. So, last question from this dumb fuck. Are you guys Are you guys going to do the community listener guest spots you mentioned a few months ago?
Yes, I actually was thinking about this on the treadmill at the gym today. I definitely do want to do it. Like, hit up the patrons and just say, hey, I mean, if you are one, like, by all means, like, reach out.
If you want the dirty laundry, so it's more that we're bad at organizing than anything.
Yes.
And another part of it is we just want to make sure that we put on a good show, and so getting the interviews. I'm not trying to talk shit about anybody, especially all of our guests have been quite good. Is that you don't know who you're going to talk to, and
if
so
we
that's
don't know
the
them
other
already.
day.
Like, honestly,
When we were at
Ken, when he was on last week, I didn't know if he'd be good or not. He was fantastic. He was a great guest.
right.
No,
And
but
so,
Jeff at the range the other day said, have you guys met our listeners? Why would you want to hear from them? He didn't talk. He didn't say that. Don't worry.
that implies that I went and practiced.
Yeah, you
but-
liar.
Right, but no. So the general idea is like we are anxious about because shockingly I have social anxiety, and Andy's been doing this for so long that he has PTSD from having.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. It's not even PTSD. I just don't want to waste my time with somebody who's going to suck.
Right.
So-
But if you think you're interesting or that you can talk for 45 minutes to an hour and tell dumb stories and bullshit with us, then please submit your name and we will gladly have you on the thing. Just understand that to get Keith, the cop guy, onto the episode, we had to make a group chat with all three of us so that we wouldn't forget to text him, because we were trying to get Max Amundi or Max Legrandis on, and we were talking to him individually. He actually talked to both of us in the same week, and then we forgot about him.
And then
and
Oh
then
my
I texted
God.
him back, and he got. I think he got irritated. Sorry,
Yeah,
man.
because then he went on to win the IPSC Nationals.
Congrats on IPSC Nath. Or
Or the
Extreme.
Euro Extreme, whatever. Yeah.
So it's more our sheer incompetence than anything
this is a
else.
hobby for us. This is like
We are not paying bills with this,
at
but
the same
we are having
time,
fun
it's
with
a
it.
hobby. I'm the former radio guy, audio nerd, and if you already have a microphone, that's great. Here's just how unorganized I am, Jeff. I told you earlier I booked Tanfo Timmy for next week. You already
Jesus.
know. We already had a guest next week scheduled. Ethan, Iowa section coordinator. Talk Iowa section.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ethan's
Sorry,
he's a good guy.
Tanfo.
He's a good guy.
Well,
No,
we,
but like,
we can get Tampo in here, like,
well, yeah, but I'm just gonna bump him a week. That's all.
or
like-
we could do 2 in one day. or
No.
some,
No. Like
Do you-
every
can you
time we have a
imagine-
guest, it's a 2-hour episode. We are at 112 minutes right now.
Can
I
you
say this
imagine?
to all of my ADHD friends constantly, Austin especially. Shout out. Google Calendar will change your life. Just
Yes.
Sh-
The reason I
Shut
missed
up,
it though.
autism.
Here's the reason I missed it because I fucked up on the Google Calendar and I scheduled Ethan's interview for 7:30 a.m.
oof.
instead of p.m.
Yeah, you still have to
So,
do the
so
thing.
the
Ooh,
time slot
yeah.
was open when I went to go put Tim in there. So,
Yeah, you don't want to talk to me at 7:30 in the morning and be like, what
oh God, not on a Sunday. No, absolutely not. I'm not going to be awake then.
I'll still be hungover.
So yeah, I mean, by the time this airs, Tim will already. I will have already told Tim that we're
We're
gotta bump him a
fucking
week.
idiots.
I'm dumb. Yes. Okay.
It'd be funnier if he learns this on Wednesday morning at the very end of the episode. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's just like, wait, you
Well,
guys
no,
aren't going to have
'cause
me
he
on
was-
this week?
Because I asked him if he had a USB mic, of course, which it won't preclude you from being on our show because Andrew obviously just had his iPhone earbuds. But if you have a mic, that's better for sure. So
But the first 10 minutes of
it'll be figuring out the audio. Yeah.
it's always figuring out the audio. Even
And
with Stephen on, who's been on several times, it was still like, hey, can you turn that down a little bit? Okay, turn it back up, turn it back down, turn it back up.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
I
go.
do it on purpose. It's extra time with you guys.
Aw, thanks, baby.
We also don't use video chat. We're like the only podcast that doesn't use video chat. So it's like a 3-way phone call is what the experience is like. It's like way back in my day, we didn't have these smartphones where we could take pictures of our genitalia and send it to our girlfriend. We just talked to them on the phone and said, hey, you have nice tits. So, yeah. So it's like a phone call and that's how we do it. And it sounds good, but we don't care about YouTube. But anyway, I was publishing to YouTube just like the audio rip, but it was like nobody was. No one
for
was
like
doing
2
it.
weeks.
I did it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and no
Yeah.
one was doing it. So Anyway.
That's how it be.
Have we done enough damage, Jeff?
I feel like it.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for listening. Patreon.com/NotAnotherShootingShow. You'll get a second episode every single week. It's that easy. You get the little teaser, but then you get all of it. Steven, thank you so much for joining us on short notice. I just texted him last night and said, hey, can you come on? And he said, yep. And thanks for being on the show, dude.
Anytime, man.
All right. Well, he's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show.